everyone actually take a kids.
I think that's a great way to put it. I think that this show will absolutely give people perspective and context for what's happening right now in the world, in the news. What is sort of ironic or unexpected, without giving anything away, one of the final scenes of our show is a very similar moment that I imagine must be happening right now, where Diana sits down with the Queen and starts to discuss what her life is going to look like once she is permitted to divorce Charles and move on as a private citizen in the world. So DiPietro and David Bryan wrote that scene, I think, more than 3 years ago. So for that now, something similar to, we imagine, be happening as the show is premiering is pretty wild.
Ridiculous. I am absolutely absurd. If there were a fan club, and there probably is, I would certainly be a car character. If not early.
Yeah, in many ways, Diana was the origin story of the Harry in the press story, and she humanized the royal family and allowed the royal family to talk to the general public in a transparent way that they'd never done before Diana. So in many ways, you know, if you want to understand what's happening with Harry and Meghan, Diana is the original story of sort of wanting to lead a more independent life.
An amazing legacy and had an amazing life with a lot of both joy and turmoil and certainly a lot of giving back, and I thought, what a great idea for a musical.
Especially with what's been happening with Harry and Meghan, people are realizing these are people. There are a lot of pressures associated with
because of Diana, the work, what she taught her boys and grounded them in reality. Like, it's not what you do, it's who you are. And she told them, you're people that care about other people.
It's amazing in the afternoons to be rehearsing a scene in which Diana asks the Queen to exit the royal family and go home at night and turn on the television and hear reporting on Harry asking his grandmother about exiting the royal family.
History repeating
it's
itself.
Like we're telling an origin story of this current moment.
But I think I find it so moving to see Harry embody so much that his mother cared about, and really just, he seems very much in love with his wife, and I think they've had a really difficult time at the start of it, and he wants to protect his family and not live in the spotlight, and that's so much what she was going through, so I find it pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I do think she brought a new openness and a new transparency to the royal family. I was very moved by reading Queen Elizabeth's letter about Harry leaving, where she talked about he was always going to be a member of her family. And there was a kind of emotional accessibility to that letter that I felt like I could hear echoes of Diana in.